morning from the beautiful city of Belo Horizonte. We wanted to start the video here from this specific spot, which is a viewpoint on top of the hills where you can see the whole city of Belo Horizonte. The name Belo Horizonte in Portuguese, it means beautiful horizon, and when you come up here you can definitely know why it has this name. We got here a couple of days ago and we are extremely excited to be here in Belo Horizonte and in the state of Minas Gerais. We have heard so many good things about it, and it's like everywhere you go in Brazil and you talk to people and they talk about this state, everybody has a big smile on their face. Oh, Minas, like, because the people are nice, the food is nice, the weather since we arrived here is just amazing. 20 to 25 degrees, sunny with a little bit of clouds. Amazing. Everywhere we went, people are so nice, smiling, extremely friendly. We are really having a blast in Belo Horizonte. So we're gonna start from this place where we are, which is called Mirante das Mangabeiras, which means in Portuguese would mean Mangabeiras viewpoint. We came up the hill from the road down there, and where we are, it's the south part of the city. Where we are staying is actually way in the north in a neighborhood called Pampulha. We will visit that later also, either in this video or the next video. And we are going to also visit the center of the city where there is a square and also the market. Because amongst a lot of other things that Belo Horizonte and Minas is famous for, food is also something that is very good and they are very famous for. We'll talk about that a bit later. This place here is also like a park. When you come in, it's all green, it's free, there is no entrance fee to pay. And talking about the city also, the city itself has around 2.5 million people as the population, a little bit over that. But with the surrounding areas and the suburb areas, it goes up to over 6 million inhabitants. And this makes Belo Horizonte the third most populous city in the whole Brazil. And the state of Minas Gerais is the second most populous state in Brazil after São Paulo. Belo Horizonte is also the capital of the state of Minas Gerais, and it is a big state, Minas Gerais, in the southeast region of Brazil. The whole state is surrounded by land, so there is no beach, there is no direct access to the water, only through the next state, which is Espírito Santo, that you will have access to the ocean. From above here, you also see a lot of gorgeous houses on the side of the hill. I can only imagine how beautiful the views are from those houses, and the prices also. I think they're very pricey, but if you don't want to buy a house here, I mean, not that affordability is an issue. If you really don't want to buy a house, just come here, stay here, take it all in. My God, it's endless. The Belo Horizonte, you don't really see the horizon, it just goes the whole way. So in this park, I would say, or where you come for the viewpoint, on the other side of the hill, there is also a station that they have for zip lining. If you want to go down the hill now, not with the car, but with the zip line, you can do that activity too. I think now it's closed, but we saw the lines. And now we're gonna just head back to the downtown area and show you the rest. See, speaking of nice people in Belo Horizonte and Minas Gerais, we just parked the car here and this nice gentleman is selling sweet popcorn right next to the... Muito obrigado.
Quanto que é? Não, isso é o que acontecia pra você,
And
meu amor.
we just parked the car and we gave him just tips, and he's so sweet. This is the second batch actually. When we arrived,
That's the second one.
yeah, we got one, and he says it's the courtesy, and now we're leaving. He gives us more.
Não tem igual.
Muito obrigado. Ciao, bom dia. Wow, my God, since we arrived, I'm speechless. People are super nice, amazing, amazing. So now we are in the center and in a place that is very, very famous. It's called Praça da Liberdade, or the Square of Liberty, where it is surrounded by a lot of other buildings that have a lot of significance. This one right behind us is the public library of the state of Minas Gerais. This one on the corner is Palácio da Liberdade, the Liberdade Palace. We looked on Google and unfortunately it's closed now, but we're gonna go around, show you the square and other buildings that surround the square. There is the Museum of the state of Minas Gerais also on this side. Further down, we're gonna pass by it. And another one that is on the other side is the cultural center of the Bank of Brazil. So all around the square you have a lot of historic buildings, one of them being the one that I talked to you about, which is Palácio da Liberdade, which is currently being used as a museum, and you can go inside and visit. It used to be the office and also the official residence of the governors of the state of Minas Gerais, but right now it has been converted into a museum. And there are more and more buildings far on that corner. This building, I don't know what it is, but there is this modern looking building also on one side of the square, and the one in the middle is the cultural center of the Bank of Brazil. In the whole city, when you're walking around, there are a lot of parks, green space, and whether they are recently constructed or they're old like this one, it's very well maintained, very clean. A lot of people, families are just like doing exercises, enjoying the parks and the green space. It's amazing, really, really nice, and something to appreciate. So this building is the cultural center for Bank of Brazil. Since the building was so beautiful from outside, we decided to come and visit the cultural center of Bank of Brazil. The entrance is free for the first and second floor. You can come in and you can go and see it. There are other exhibitions also in the building, but for those you cannot film, and you have to also leave your bags and all the other belongings with them. There are lockers here on the first floor that you have to leave your equipment if you want to go to those other exhibitions. But to just visit the first 2 floors, it's okay, it's free, and you can film and you can go with the camera and equipment, no problem. The design, again, it's amazing. Just the staircase, all the metal work, all the molding around the ceiling. It is gorgeous. Then you have this gorgeous room here. My God, the woodwork, amazing. Wow. This is really, really well done. My God, all the molding, the wood all around the ceiling, everything, and even the floor. You have amazing woodwork with the furniture as well that they have kept. Very, very nice. Wow. Well, if outside the building is that gorgeous, you would expect inside also to be this good. You also have an amazing piano here. Beautiful. Check out the elevator. My God. It's all like stonework around, and then even which floor it is on, it is the metal one, like the old elevators. There's nothing digital. It just moves and shows which floor the elevator is at. The stairs, everything. My God, beautiful, no? It's really, really amazing. The floor, the doors, everything is kept in an excellent shape. So, after the first floor, or rather second floor, you come to the main floor. And this is the beautiful place that you will see, which is like a platform right in the middle of the building, and it's open with glass on top. This building is so nicely done, and the design is just amazing. Wow. All the details. There's also a coffee shop here if you want to have coffee. That you have tables outside here, and even the design inside is really, really nice. Look at this. Everything is very nice and cute. So I would say a visit is definitely worth it. And since Brazilians, they love abbreviations, the city Belo Horizonte, they call it BH, or in Portuguese BH. This building also is Centro Cultural do Banco do Brasil, so they call it CCBB or CCBB. That's the abbreviation. And as you come out of the building, right next door, you also have this. I don't even know what to call them anymore. They're all so beautiful that you're lost for words. This is another building that is apparently patrimonial, part of historic patrimonial structures and buildings in Belo Horizonte. And I don't know if we can visit or not, but we're definitely going to check it out. It looks like it might be under construction, but let's see. It looks like at some point it has been like a ministry. The design of the metal gate already at the entrance is just wonderful. Look at all of it. This is all metal work, and with metal they have made flowers, and the design of the flower and leaves and everything else. This is incredible, absolutely. And then you have the ceiling. Oh my God. Turns out it's an administrative office for some government body, and it's not like a museum or anything, so it's not open for visits. But even just from outside, seeing the building, it's worth it. So besides this beautiful square that is also surrounded by a lot of historic buildings, there is this modern looking building as well that is designed by the most famous, I would say, architect in Brazil, Oscar Niemeyer, which has a typical look, or the architectural elements that he has in all of his designs. That all of the buildings that he designs, they all look very modern. He is the one that actually designed the whole city of Brasilia, which is the capital of Brazil. And when we were in Palmas, near the square that the head office of the state of Tocantins was, we also showed you another building that was modern looking, and it was also designed by Oscar Niemeyer. So this is another one. There are other structures also in Belo Horizonte that were designed by Oscar Niemeyer. And now let's head to the next one. Now we went around the square. Now we're going to cross and go to the other side where the Museum of Minas Gerais is located. Also, to give you a bit more information about the city, it has 3 airports. One of them being the main airport is the international airport, and it has flights to Miami, to Buenos Aires, to Lisbon, to Panama City and all of that. So that's the main airport, and it also has a lot of domestic flights to all over Brazil. And then there is a local airport in the neighborhood that we are staying, Pampulha, and that one is just for domestic flights. And the third one is just a military airport with military planes and for maintenance and stuff. So this building that has the sign on top, it says Secretaria da Fazenda, but it's not really a ministry anymore. This is now a museum, but museum of the history of mining in the state of Minas Gerais. So right now this is being used as the museum. Right next to the museum of the history of mining, you also have this other building, which is another museum of the minerals and metals of Minas Gerais, because we will talk to you about the history of the state in our later videos when we go to see other cities in the state. But just to give you an idea, the state is very, very rich in minerals and mining, so that's why they have this museum to show all the minerals and the metals of the state of Minas Gerais. Okay, one more thing that Belo Horizonte and the state of Minas are famous for is food. So we are now at Mercado Central, or the Central Market, to go and try a few of the goodies that you can eat in the state of Minas. And believe it or not, they are from here, but they have been adopted all over Brazil. Things like pão de queijo, which is the cheese bread, and the cheese also from the state of Minas is world famous, and in Brazil also it's very famous. Doce de leche, very famous. And there are a few restaurants here that we want to just go and try a few items, so let's check it out. So as you can see, this store has everything from spices to different types of cheese, and then doce de leche, requeijão, which is another dairy product. These, I believe, are figs, the green ones, and there is, I think, peach in syrup. Alright, so as soon as we entered the market, when we were filming the cheese and store, a security guard approached us and he said, we have to ask for authorization to film inside the market. So we just went to the administration. Again, Minas Gerais, being Minas Gerais, even the security guard was so sweet with a big smile, saying like, please, I'm so sorry, but you have to have an authorization. So we said, no problem. We talked to the administration. They said, now we are free to film. There is only one place, apparently there is like a corridor or a hall that they have live animals, but for us we didn't want to even film that. But they said that part you can't, which is fine, but the rest it's okay. So let's continue. So these public markets, they are basically similar like the one that we visited also in Teresina, in Fortaleza. But here, because the cheese and doce de leche is very, very famous in this state, they mostly have the dairy products and the sweet that is typical of this region. And of course, pound de queijo also everywhere, the cheese bread. But mostly sweets as well, doce de leche, I would say the fruit in the syrup. All of this, you can find them here in the central market. Also, there is a lot of spices that you can find, and nuts. There is this store, and then there is the other one across also. The colors are just gorgeous. Then there is sweet that's made of like fruit or dried fruit, like peach, this one, pineapple, figs. Wow. So another classic place at the market is this place. They have lemonade. They have been open since 1938. So I had promised myself to come here and have a lemonade. Let's try it. So here you can also taste 4 different types of lemonade that they serve. This is the first one. It's with ginger. This is with mate tea. This one, it's called what?
Groselha.
Groselha. I don't know what this is, but it's like pinkish. And this is the normal lemonade with sugar. They also have without sugar, so it would be just a lemon juice with water. So let's see. This is the ginger one. Oh yeah, you feel it like burning the throat a little bit, like a little. When it goes down, it's really good. Really good. Then mate. Oh yeah, you can taste the tea. Now, this one I have to groselha.
Essa é a caipirinha.
Caipirinha, tá bom, obrigado. Groselha is this one, pink one. Looks like the fluid for the coolant of the car. Oh, it's a syrup. Okay, really good. I mentioned it looks like the coolant liquid of the car. Really nice. Next is the regular lemonade. Oh. And last, and maybe the best, caipirinha. This is lemonade with cachaça. Wonderful, I love it. Give me, I finished. I take one for the team. Amazing, wow. So, this is the crime scene. So, which one are we getting?
I want the traditional
regular one?
with the regular
Okay.
one with sugar. And which one? Do you want another one?
The syrup one,
That's
you know, groselha, could be two. Yeah. Alright, and we're gonna buy a couple of different flavors also to go because it's amazing. So 1 liter of the regular one and the syrup one. She was mentioning that you can keep it in a fridge for a while. How many days?
10 days in the fridge and then 4 hours without the...
Oh, 10 days in the fridge and 4 hours be outside of the fridge. So good. Lemonade tasted, tried, bought. Excellent. My God, this market is just like full of places that have amazing products, and some of them, even the packaging and the presentation is really nicely done. And we are back at where we started. Mariana is going to taste the doce de leche. So, obrigado. Esse aqui?
Good?
Oh my God!
Is it good?
Yeah. I think the traditional one will like it more. He is a very good salesman. Excellent salesman. Best cheese in the world, of course. The only problem is they only sell half a kilo, but hey, you're in Minas, you're in Belo Horizonte, so we bought half a kilo. I don't know how we're going to have half a kilo of cheese, but we'll see. And actually 600 grams of doce de leche too. 2 of that and that cheese. My God. So, half a kilo of cheese, best cheese in the world they say, and 300 grams of doce de leche and a little piece of goiabada, the smallest thing we could find in the store. All came up to 52 reais. So I think before we continue buying more, I think we're done with the market and this video. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give us a like. Thank you for watching, and we'll continue with the next video here in Belo Horizonte. Ciao.